Hello everybody, here a new video from Rene from Spain, and this is the second part of the letter B, where I'm going to show some of my favorite records of bands that start with the letter B and that plays like black metal. Of course some don't play pure black metal, I mean like you already could see in letter A. Some is like black metal mixed with death, or black metal mixed with thrash metal. But you know, you could still put it under the black metal mark. Okay, let's start with a very old band. One of the first bands, I mean maybe the first band, extreme metal band from Malaysia. And I'm talking about BLACKFIRE. And this is a live album, recorded in 1988. But, you can see it here too, 1988. But for the first time released in 2007. I mean, this is quite a cool release because it's nice to know where the scene came from. You know, where all these Malaysian bands of nowadays, where they got the influences from. And I think a lot of them were influenced by BLACKFIRE. And of course, BLACKFIRE were very much influenced by the old black metal bands. The first, I mean, some people even don't call it black metal, but let's say the first new wave of black metal, like Bathory, Hellhammer, Messiah, maybe the demos of Messiah, great band from Switzerland. Later they became more a thrash band, but in the early days they were an occult black thrash metal band. They were very cool back in the mid 80s. But the only problem with this release is the sound. The sound is very bad, and that's a shame, because the songs are not bad. You know, they're good songs. I mean, it's nothing special either. Let's be honest. It's nothing breathtaking. But it's still a nice release to have, I think, this one. See? Also has a lot of thrash metal, and it's also influenced by Merciful Fate and Sarcophagus from Finland, for example. I also can hear that in this band. Check them out if you like Sabbath, Tudor, Root, all those old black metal bands. Okay, next to these is a Spanish band. This is Barbarian Prophecies. I hope so you can see it good like this. And this band is from Galicia. They were formed in the year 2000. And this was their first full-length album. They released two more albums after Condemned Land, The War Begins. They released two more albums, but I don't own those two. But this one is a good album. It came out in 2008 actually, this one. 2008. And if you like, it's not pure black metal. It has a lot of death metal too. I think if you like Belphegor, you should check out Barbarian Prophecies. And this album gets better after each play. The more you play, the better. Talk about Belphegor. Of course, the old releases, they sounded more black metal. And later, on albums like this one, for example, or Blood Magic Necromance, they got more and more death metal elements in their music. But I think a perfect mix between the old Belphegor sound and the newer Belphegor sound was the 2005 release, this one here, GOATREICH FLESHCULT. It came out on Napalm Records, and this is for me my favorite album. I think it's a perfect mix between those two styles. It's really good. I mean, I really love this album. Okay, and this band of course is from Austria, and before this one they released 4 other records. The Last Supper, for example, is the debut album. It's very good too. But this, I think, is a perfect mix between black and death metal. And they were formed in 2004. No, sorry, in 1992. Good, I have some things written down. If not, I forget. At least I have down here the dates when they were formed. You know, I cannot keep that in my brain. Okay, another band, and this one is from Barcelona. We talk about BLAZEMTH. And they were formed in 1994, and they released just these 2 EPs in the mid-90s. Fatherland and For Centuries Left Behind. This was their debut album. And they were playing orthodox black metal with a lot of atmospheric parts to it. And occult dark parts. They remind me quite a lot of old Emperor. Okay, I don't know if you want to see something inside still. I don't want to make these videos too long like I always say, but later. See, I saw this band live actually around 95, 96. And they were very good, I like them very much. Okay, now we go to South America, to Peru, and let's start with this release, Black Angel. The band is Black Angel, and this is a kind of compilation with the first demo from '97. That's to me till date still their best release, because they have a lot of stuff. And the demo from 2000, Corpus. You know, and this is just great. I mean, I really like this band, and this is just ultra black metal for maniacs only. You know, it's like really good. And I have a lot of things by this band, but I picked out a couple of stuff from my collection. This is also a very cool release. This is a split album, Infernal Rituals, with Evil from Slovakia. You see? And this is also I really like this release very much. See? And of course, Black Angel, they're from South America, they're from Peru, but they have more European sound, you know, to the music. You know, sometimes it's like that. And this is just, Black Angels is just anti-commercial black metal. There's no keyboards, there's no female vocalist, there's nothing like that. It's just black metal. I really like them. Also, I'd like to show this 7-inch single. I always thought this was cool. This is actually a picture disc. You see? Reign of Satan and Black Philosophy at the B-side. Little thing. And then here I think it's a poster. Yes, it's a poster. See? It's a very nice poster, I think. See? Okay, the next band is BURZUM. I'm not going to show a lot. I'm just going to show a bootleg that maybe a lot of you don't have. I think it's quite a cool bootleg, because you have a lot of strange songs on here. Is this release? I think I don't know exactly when it came out. Yeah, it's on Dead Silence Records. Dead Like Silence Records, anti-Moscow. It's like it's underground label. Here we have, for example, very strange. There is a cover song by Cliff Richard, and that's done with Mayhem in the rehearsal room. Yeah, that's song number 7. Duet. It's a duet with Mayhem, and they play this Cliff Richard song. You know, that's very strange to me. Anyway, and there's also other stuff on here, like unreleased stuff. Maybe you can see it good like this. Just leave it like this a little bit for you to have a look. This is Black Spell of Desecration. Of course, all the stuff with BURZUM, but not the same. Okay, the next one is Bewitched, and they're from Sweden. Nowadays, I don't know if they're active anymore. I don't think so, to be honest, because they have not been releasing a lot of stuff anymore. You can see some Bewitched behind here too. My favorite albums by them is Diabolical Desecration. This is the debut album. They were formed in '95 actually. And then Pentagram Prayer. This vinyl, this is a really a good album. This came out of Osmosis Production, and I love this album. Of course, these guys are very much influenced by the old black metal bands again from the 80s, by the thrash metal bands from the 80s. They also they incorporate some heavy metal in their sound too, and I really like that. But these two releases are maybe the most evil ones, you know. I love this cover. This is also a great record. I like this one too. And of course, I have some CDs, more CDs by them, and it's just I like them very much. Bewitched from Sweden. Okay, the next band is the last one already. No, I still have one. Okay, BEHERIT. Of course, this is a compilation, The Oath of Black Blood, and this has their Denoancy demo on it, and the Dawn of Satan's Millennium 7-inch single. But still, they call this like the debut album by the band. It's like more a compilation of the demo and the 7-inch single that they released before this. And this is just great, raw. It's very raw sounding. If you like old Impalt Nazarene, I think you will like this band too. You know, or even fucking hell, right now, Archgoat, for example, or the Finnish band. This band is from Finland, don't forget that. And yeah, all those bands. I mean, all those war black metal, unholy black metal bands. I mean, then you will like also BEHERIT for sure. That's very good. Even Blasphemy, that's the name, the band I was thinking about. Also, you know, they remind me of them too. It's chaotic in parts, you know, but I think the more you play it, the more you like it. Of course, you have to be in the right mood for it. Of course, if you're only into black metal and you listen black metal 24/7, I mean, then your ears are totally prepared for this every day. But if you also listen to hard rock and you listen to more melodic stuff, melodic heavy metal or even thrash metal, then later, of course, your ears are not always ready for this. But like I already said in all the videos, I need this stuff because sometimes I really need to listen to this type of music. Okay, then the last one is Bestial Mockery, and this is they released some demos. I saw them on tapes, and then later they released this release, Chainsaw Execution, and this has a lot of old songs by the band. I mean, they started already in '95, and this is a compilation with demos and other tracks. Also some live tracks I think are on here. You see, it's a very nice photo, and this came out on Sombre Records. See, and this was the first release. I mean, the first vinyl release. Later they released their first full-length album, because the other one was a compilation. Take it off. Crisscrossing Hammer Chainsaw. I mean, these guys had a fetish for chainsaws, because in these releases you can hear the chainsaw, woo, woo, like also Wasp was using in the Crimson Idol. Also, you can hear a chainsaw in the Crimson Idol, or Jekyll, this hard rock band from the States. They also had a song with a chainsaw, and these guys too. And it's quite good. And this was recorded in January 2002. See? I also think it comes with a poster. Oh, it's actually a color vinyl. I'll show it. Splatter, orange vinyl. See? Then they released, just after this vinyl, they released this 7-inch single, A Sign of Satanic Victory. See? Very nice. And then years later, just to show the last release, because I have a lot more stuff, but I like to show that maybe in one separate video. I want to show maybe all my Bewitched stuff and all my Bestial Mockery in a separate video in the future, because it would be nice to show everything better by them. Because I have a lot of tapes and stuff. This one is their last studio album, Slaying the Life. See, and this came out in 2007. It's just on black vinyl, but there's some nice custom labels you can see here. See? Okay, this is everything I want to show. I want to stop the video straight now. In the future, you will see, of course, letter C and D, A. Okay, thank you very much for watching.